They're crazy.
They're rich.
And unfortunately,
they're our neighbors.
I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Mia. Welcome to Crazy Rich Neighbors.
We're two besties who sip cocktails and spill the tea on our extraordinarily weird and wealthy neighbors and their antics behind the gates.
In each episode, we'll crack open our bougie Bible to give you the skinny on what people, places, and things we're obsessing over.
Grab a drink. Your trip behind the gates starts now.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
All units, please respond. We got a 7467. Two idiots spilling the tea about their neighbors.
Welcome to episode 70.
Horoscopes versus hormones. There goes
the neighborhood.
Hey, bougie crew and lovelorn CRN trolls. We're in our bougie new studio today on our bougie new set. Check it out on YouTube to watch this whole episode on video. We're joined today by two contestants from Amazon Prime Video's new dating reality show, Cosmic Love, which matches contestants based on their astrological compatibility.
The series starts with four main contestants, also known as elements, who represent the four elements in astrology: fire, earth, air, water. Each element, 2 men and 2 women, are matched with 4 singles from a pool of 16 contestants who are determined to be a perfect fit for them based on their zodiac signs.
A mystical guide, the Astro Chamber, leads 4 individuals as they attempt to find their perfect spouse via astrological matchmaking. They mingle, they match, they date, and eliminate, eventually making the biggest decision of their lives. So who will survive the battle of hormones versus horoscopes?
Welcome Caleb McDonald and Chris Ragusa.
Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So
Thanks
good
for
to
having
have
us.
you
Right.
all.
Loved the show.
Yes, and they looked even better in person than they do on TV. You guys
Stop
are
it, it
ain't blush on
great.
camera.
I'm already getting hot here.
Hey. But listen, before we start, please let our bougie crew audience know what your astrological signs are and which sign is actually your perfect zodiac match.
My sun sign is a Leo.
Oh.
But the stars go a little deeper into that on the show.
Yes.
My perfect sign is a Capricorn.
Oh.
I don't know anything that he just said. I'm a Pisces.
Caleb, pretend.
I'm a Pisces.
I am too, which is funny.
There you
Aw,
go. And
cute.
my perfect match on the show was a Leo.
Oh.
That's really interesting. Well,
So we're
first-
a perfect match.
Yes.
Oh.
Love is love.
Yes.
First of all, full disclosure, Caleb and my husband are cousins,
That's right. Me and Enda.
and I'm a Pisces, and Enda's a Leo.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
how about that?
Yeah, Caleb.
Who's the fiery one, though?
They're
Don't-
both fiery.
Yeah, I
Who
was
do you
about to-
think? I
Well,
say
I
because
was told the Leo is the fiery one.
I say because I'm a water sign and he's a fire sign, that either he boils my water or I put out his fire.
There you go. Okay, that
There you
makes
go.
sense.
Makes sense.
Caleb, it was weird to see you make out on television.
Yes,
Okay,
child.
Dr.
I don't
Boom
wanna hear it.
Shakalaka.
I just feel
Especially
bad
I
for my poor mother.
binged it.
Especially because I know that your mammy calls you China doll.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
oh.
China
I
doll
love it.
making
This is
out.
coming
Mammy's
out.
gonna
Yeah.
love
Changing this
that.
contact in my
I'm
phone.
opening the
China
family
doll.
Wow,
closet.
Tiffany, really? You had to go there?
Yes, Auntie.
Mammy's gonna want to beat up some of those contestants.
Are you as
Which of the
controlling as
fan
him?
No, I don't think so. Is he a boss bitch?
Huh?
He's
Is he a...
controlling.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Oh.
So you said you're a Pisces as well?
I am. Well,
Oh, with
yeah.
the kitchen. That's
I
my
actually-
domain.
I'm controlling in the kitchen too.
Yeah,
so,
I don't like people
yeah.
in my way.
Me
in the
too,
kitchen.
boo. They
And I
can
don't do
clean up.
kitchens.
Yeah.
You don't do the kitchen?
No.
Mark in
I'm
the kitchen?
Aquarius, by the way.
Mark in there cooking the schnitzel?
No, no.
Leave Mark Schnitzel out of this.
Yeah, please do. In honor of Amazon's new series, we're sipping on Cosmic Coolers, courtesy of Hendrick's Gin. To make it at home, you'll need 2 parts Hendrick's Lunar or regular Hendrick's if you can't find it. Whoa, 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 Nelly, whoa!
Do it your way. Your way.
1/4 part lime juice, 1/2 part simple syrup, 3 parts club soda, cucumber to garnish. Combine the ingredients in a highball glass and garnish.
So the show is set in a Malibu mansion called the Cosmic Compound. So what was it like for you guys to like suddenly be living with a boatload of strangers?
Well, I got landed. Me and him are bunk mates, which is good. But on the other bunk, we had. Oh my God, Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Phil.
I love Phil. This is what I was going to say. One of my favorite relationships on the show was your relationship with Phil.
Yes, it was like a
appreciate
serious, full-blown bromance
was
going
such a
on.
bromance.
It goes way deeper behind the scenes.
They
What?
spent,
Really?
they
Oh,
spent
Lord,
90% of the time in
I
the
think we're
closet.
breaking news.
90% of the time is in the closet.
Do you have
90% of the time. Every morning I wake up, the two of them in the closet. I'm like, boys, come on, get out of the way. I need to get my clothes. They're like, oh, wait.
Caleb, do you understand how that sounds?
Yes, can I back myself up
Yes,
now, please?
please.
Yeah, you need to go for it,
You
bro.
may explain
The
yourself.
reason we were in the closet
Yes.
was because Kayla
you're
went to
in the
sleep at 9
closet.
o'clock.
Hey,
Oh.
I needed my
We
sleep.
we couldn't leave our room.
It's not 9 o'clock,
You
it was
couldn't?
12 o'clock.
No, it was like 9 o'clock, 9:30. We couldn't leave our rooms, so we had to stay in our room.
Yeah.
Why?
And so me and Phil went in the closet as a courtesy to Caleb
Oh.
because
Wasn't
he
a
went to
courtesy,
sleep
you
so
just
early.
That's
preferred to
actually
stay in
very
the
nice.
closet.
No, and there were no microphones
What
in
the
there, so we could talk about
What were
anything
y'all
we want.
doing? Were you just sitting like cross-legged, like?
No, we were just standing in there.
So, what would the repercussions?
Yeah.
What would have happened if you left
ahead.
the bedroom after 9 o'clock?
The night person tells us to go
Yeah,
inside.
they start
Are you
bitching at us.
serious?
Wow.
Well, it wasn't necessarily 9 o'clock, but he went up really early.
Yeah.
No, I
And then
didn't.
when we
I
went-
went to bed at the same time everyone else. But what happened was when we all got sent to bed was around 12 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Wow.
11
I'll give you
o'clock.
11.
Oh,
I
wow.
just got straight into the bed
And
because
went to sleep.
Phil doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. So he's just going. Javi just is constantly munching all
This
the time.
sounds like summer camp.
love
Javi will like
this.
relax, but then these two just have to talk it out. You know.
Yeah, because like you have to recap the day, right?
Oh,
Yes.
there's a lot to
What-
unpack.
like, what just happened
Exactly.
every day, and like things that you
I
can't
needed to
really
go to
say.
sleep because I just got called a fuckboy every day.
Oh!
So I needed it. I had to just get away from
Whose
everything.
fault is that?
You
Yeah,
guys,
right.
but it seemed as though
The
that
star's fault.
Yes, but it seemed as though that you guys got really close very quickly. Like the cast bonded very quickly.
So
yeah.
I'll tell the first interaction. So we get out of the hotel and we go into the bus. And one of the wranglers, they call them, her name was Erica. And,
She's a legend, by the way.
Yeah.
Aw.
And
Shout
she,
Shout out to Erica.
Erica,
and
legend.
Hey,
we
girl.
put her through hell, but
Oh my God, we
I bet you
tormented that
did,
poor
you
girl.
animals.
so,
Phil especially, poor
yeah.
girl.
So when we were in the hotel, she could tell like who was like going to be a problem child because we're not allowed to talk on the bus.
Oh my God, there's so
Yeah.
many rules.
Oh my
So
God.
going from the hotel to the compound was probably like an hour, and we weren't supposed to talk.
What? So,
So-
was everybody just on their
Oh,
cell
'cause-
phones?
okay,
Or-
No,
we
we had no cell
No, the phones are gone. We got
Were you
no
just
contact
staring-
with the outside world.
So did you just sing like the wheels on the bus go round?
No,
and
it's
round?
not allowed.
Are we there yet? Are we
so
there yet?
basically, who was on the bus? It was me, Phil, Caleb, and Chris E.
Okay. Yeah.
And me, Phil, and Caleb couldn't shut up because my best friend lives down here, and he lived down here.
Aw.
So we were talking about all the places
Yeah,
down
what
here.
happened was, as soon as he said, we were like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Oh, Connecticut." I was like, "I'm Ireland, but I live in Delaware." He goes, "My best friend lives in Delaware."
Aw.
And then we just wanted to know who we knew,
Yeah.
so we couldn't stop. And then
That's
Phil just wouldn't
amazing.
shut
No,
up.
well, Phil, I'm from New York.
Right.
I'm from Connecticut. He's from New York, but he comes to Connecticut to go to Stanford a lot.
Okay.
So he knew a few mutual friends that I knew. So like, it was weird how that all happened. And then when we got into the house, we actually kind of game planned. It was gonna be supposed to be me, Phil, Caleb, and Darren in the same room.
Okay.
But Javier got his bag so quick
Oh,
Oh.
no.
that he ran upstairs to the room because our room had the shower in it. The other room had to walk. You had to walk out. It was like the community.
And I
Oh,
remember
hell no.
It was a beautiful mansion,
It
by
was
the
a
way.
Yeah,
super
on the
bougie
outside.
manse.
The
From the
inside was-
outside?
inside
Oh.
was,
No, I mean the whole house was nice.
It looked pretty nice.
Yes.
So, Caleb, let's get right to it. You had a tough episode 2. Some people may have seen you as a villain, others a heartbreaker. What are your thoughts? What say you?
What was my thoughts? My thoughts was,
Or would you like
All right,
to defend
actually,
yourself in
first,
any way?
I'm gonna help him out.
Okay, you go ahead.
Help your boy out, please.
Caleb was thinking logistically. Adriana lives 10 minutes away from here.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
she's
was
in
very
Boca.
logical.
was
No, I know, but
Phoebe lives in San Diego.
oh,
He was obviously attracted to both of them, but thinking logistically,
Is that really what did it though?
It was, and I did think logistically. And what happens is, I think logistically straight away. So automatically, I shut it down. I didn't give anything a chance.
Really?
It just naturally, I always think logistically. So I met Phoebe. I met Phoebe, right? I talked to her I didn't even really talk to Adriana, and I wouldn't mind. When we were first getting there, Adriana was behind me, and I said, "Where are you from?" And I completely blanked where she said, so I didn't even register. I think she might have said Florida, but I didn't even register that. So I never really talked to her. So I went on. It was like day 2. Went on the dates.
was it day
I
2?
think it was day 2 or day 3. So I go on the date with Phoebe. So
So memorable.
oh, jeez. No, so I go on the date with Phoebe, and it's all good, and we're there, and whatever. And then that evening, I start talking to Adriana, and then I'm like, "Where are you from?" And she's like, "Miami." And I was like, "Oh, well, I live in Delray." And she's like, "Well, I actually live in Boca." And I was like,
Oh, okay.
wow.
It was written in the
So
stars.
automatically, yeah. So,
You
but
zoomed in.
what I did wrong was I didn't actually give it a shot and forget about the logistics side of
Yeah.
things, and I kind of had to shut down straight away, and that got me in trouble. And then one of the producers pulled me aside and had to talk to me. He was like, "I think your problem is you just shut it down too quickly and didn't actually. When you asked the questions like, would you consider moving to Florida? Would I consider moving?"
Or just be open
Well,
and
if you had-
go with the
Yeah,
flow. But I mean,
exactly.
it seemed like you guys definitely had sexual chemistry. You looked very cute
Yes.
together.
Me and Phoebe?
You and
I
Phoebe.
did.
Oh
You
yeah,
and
we got
Phoebe.
on great.
So
Yeah.
I
Still
mean, so
friends now.
what? So
We're
was
still good
there a physical attraction, or was there
Yeah, of
something
course,
deeper?
Phoebe's beautiful.
She
There's no one that
is.
would have said she's not beautiful.
And she
But
was
your
digging
logical
you.
mind kicked in.
My
And
la-
your logical mind, like
Yeah.
you were acting like a Virgo almost, right? Like where it's so
I
analytical.
just I went straight logistically, and I shouldn't have. And
You're playing the long
Wow.
game. You're like, who can I bonk long term on the daily, right?
basically, I'm like, first of all, I'm not in a. My business is booming with the real estate,
right.
Black Irish Realtor.
Oh Lord! Did you guys hear his plug? Black Irish
The
Realtor.
Black Irish
Okay.
Realtor.
Look him up.
I couldn't say it on the show, but I can say it.
You can
now.
say it on our show all you want.
Yes.
So, and it's booming. Like, I can't up and move to San Diego, or I'd have to start all over again.
Yeah.
She just moved to San Diego.
So
a
she's
model
barely
there
unpacked.
now.
She
It's
could move
kicking
again.
off her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could, but like, I'm not going to expect any girl to up and move for me.
We followed our men all over the globe,
yeah,
honey.
boo, that's what you
Okay,
do.
if you're
True.
worth it and that love is real, you make sacrifices.
right.
I'm not saying you should or she should or whatever, but you compromise.
I was thinking we only have a few weeks to get to know each other. After 5 weeks, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm gonna try to get this girl to move to Delray.
Was it moving, or was it really like, if we do vibe, like I have to marry this girl?
So they kept hinting at that.
Yeah.
They never said it.
They never said it.
Really?
Wait, they didn't tell you that's what the
No,
final
there was like
stakes were?
there is definite marriages on the end. So I was blanking it. I was like, fuck that, I'm not getting married on the show.
So
and
we'll
then
come
they're
back
like, when
to
we
that
got
because
on
we
the
don't
show,
want
they're
to
like,
spoil
so
it too
Yes.
early.
We gotta save that.
And actually, me and the other Chris were actually the
Flower
we
girls?
Were,
Add-ons.
we were the add-ons.
What do you
so
mean?
I only found
They
out
weren't
at
supposed to be
9:30 the
on
night
the
before that I was even on the show.
What?
Oh
I
my
sat in that room for
God.
3 or 4 days,
Oh.
not knowing I was definitely on it. Because when we got on it, they all got wedding packages.
What?
Wedding
Like,
packets.
Wedding packets
Oh.
to describe everything they
packages.
want, what the ring
And
size.
you didn't
blah, blah,
get
blah.
one.
Me and
They
Chris,
read you.
E never got one because we were so confused. They were like, "Oh, what's
Did
song?"
other people fall out, and that's where you like
I
extras?
just sent a few home. Yeah, we were like
Okay.
the extras, so we ended up getting on the last minute. We were the extras, and we actually caused the most
So
drama.
if you
That's
guys were
hysterical.
supposed to be on the show, please let us know.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
DM us.
So going
Black
back,
Irish Realtor and Chris Ragusa.
going back to Phoebe, it felt like she had a lot of emotional baggage that she unpacked like right away. Like saying, you know,
Complex.
you triggered her and some emotions
yeah.
from her past.
She's probably too beautiful and not used to like guys giving her a pass.
Oh, she's not used to it. That's another reason why I got it hard.
Well,
Because think
Darren
about
did.
Phoebe. Well, Darren had a lot. He was playing it very smart. Like the army mind on him was just like tactical. Everything was tactical with Darren. For me, yes, I got it hard with Phoebe because Phoebe's hot. She's a model in San Diego. I'm sure she gets every guy she wants.
Yeah.
Then there's me, who
I mean,
Like,
she's
I'm
hot, but
not-
you can't
I'm not no
imagine.
model,
You can't
but-
automatically start like talking about your baggage because that's gonna be like.
She didn't really talk about it to me. I think it was more to
The camera.
the camera. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
So I didn't really hear it until later.
Fair. That's fair.
So Caleb, your accent was so disarming that Connor said that he too was falling in love with you. Okay? What'd you think when you heard that?
When I heard that,
Oh, no, you gotta say the line. What was the line?
what do you
Connor
say? You
used?
got a face of an angel.
Oh
a
wait,
voice
we're
of a-
getting to that. We're
Oh,
getting to that.
Hey.
Yep. Yep.
Hey.
Connor, when I heard that, I just started pissing myself laughing. I thought it was hilarious.
He was so genuine. I believed him.
Me and Connor got on great. Me and Connor got on really well. It was just, I can understand, like watching the show, it seemed like he hated me way more. But when we were on, I had no clue about
Aw.
that. I had no clue about what was going on because I thought me and him were buddies because his dad, I think, is from Scotland and he goes to, all his family are from Galway.
Oh,
He's
Really?
very-
He's
Yeah,
very
all his
protective.
family's Irish.
He's very protective
Ah.
of Phoebe and Maria.
oh, okay.
But it wasn't that. Also, it's just like he was trying to give it a go with his matches, and then I guess I was basically taking Adriana away, so that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
you
set
kinda
him
Well,
off.
yeah.
You double whammied him.
Yeah.
And then him and Phoebe would have been obviously talking, and then they were like, probably everyone was probably like, "Fuck Caleb."
Ah. So yeah, you and Adriana found a connection outside of the horoscopes because you weren't matched together, and it seemed to the viewer like it happened pretty early on. And if memory serves, there was even some footage of the two of you spooning on the couch, and you were the little spoon, bro.
There's nothing wrong with being a little spoon.
I didn't even notice.
I like being a little spoon.
You were totes the little spoon.
It's all right. I like,
cool
I
with
like
that.
to get a little
He was
cuddle
fine
sometimes.
Amazonian.
There'd be
Alright.
too much room in between him and Adriana if he was the big spoon.
So the big question: how did you feel when you heard that Phoebe called you a fuckboy?
Oh, that I hated that. So they kind of, I think they edited it out, but when she called me that, I was like,
No, they didn't.
Ooh.
I-
No, it aired.
If you
It aired,
watch,
bro.
I go, oh, and then it
Oh,
cuts-
they edited your.
yeah, what I said straight
Reaction.
after. She's like, you're a fuckboy, and I was like,
Ooh,
whoa.
ouch.
I'm like, listen, I'm literally not trying to be a fuckboy.
Yeah.
I went on the date with you. It was all great. Then I meet a girl that I like as well and happens to live right beside me. And we were just naturally attracted to each other. So I pursued that. So I'm sorry that, it worked out like this. But I wasn't trying to play the boat yet. Like if I was trying to play them, I
Yeah.
would have been trying to go hang out with Phoebe, hook up with her.
Yeah.
Doing what Noelle was doing, I suppose, kissing everybody. So I get all the shit, even though I kissed one girl, and then focused all my attention on the other girl, where there's other people that are kissing this one, that one, this one.
Yuck.
Fucking,
Were there other people kissing that we didn't see? Like we saw Darren and Teresa
I think
hook
that's the
up.
best moment when Darren and Teresa come out,
Yes.
and then Darren's like trying to sneak away and sees the camera, and he's like,
Was that like a
Busted.
sex room or that round?
it's called
like
the Boom Boom Room.
No, it's called
Oh.
the Venus Vault.
I call it the Boom Boom Room.
Oh my God. I mean,
Did anyone else kiss?
there was tons of kissing going on.
Did you?
but
you
I
kiss
mean,
someone?
like, was that?
No.
Did anyone else make out that we didn't see?
Noelle probably smooched someone.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Kissing bandit.
Yes.
I don't know how Chris.
Chris E?
Chris E didn't.
I don't think he ever made out with Jasmine.
What?
He might have got a kiss off Maria. Well, I don't know. We'll never know.
Oh.
Anywho,
Are
you
just
guys.
trying to
Who's
pun?
going again
Are you
now?
just a
I'm
scorned
gonna have to put
guy?
the white suit and black turtleneck on
Yes.
right now.
Yes, honey.
So, you guys, in his confessional, Connor made the following statement about you, dear Caleb. He says he's got the face of an angel, but the actions of a little slut. What was your reaction when you heard that?
I just started pissing myself laughing.
What the
I honestly
hell?
need to get that made in a t-shirt.
I know you should.
It's gonna happen.
Yes.
So my saying when Phoebe was like, "Oh, we're sexually compatible," and I was like, "Oh, thank the stars." My friends actually put it on a t-shirt.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, we had a watch party, and
I
they
have
literally
one.
have my face with "Oh,
Aw.
thank the stars."
Oh, but you need
Aw.
to. Yeah, you should definitely
That's cute.
put that one on that line
Oh,
on a
Connors
shirt.
is gone. He said
Yes.
it after. He said that. Put that one on a t-shirt.
Yes.
All right, so back to your Irish
That
mammy.
was a strong drink you made.
Yes, of course.
It's not our first
Cheers,
rodeo
darling.
that you were
Cheers.
making. What does your Irish mammy think of your appearance on the show?
You know, she actually hasn't watched it yet.
No?
What?
Yeah.
So
every-
your granny hasn't seen it
Oh,
either?
my granny has seen it, and my uncle
Oh.
winded her up. She was like, "Mary, you're gonna see that brown ass all over the TV," and she was like, "You fucking better not." Well, Leonard was fucking telling her, he was doing all kind of things.
Yeah.
So
Has she said anything to you about it?
she just
Uh-oh.
was like.
Uh-oh. She's going to catch all
All right,
that
Chris.
action.
Apparently,
Oh.
my little cousin was very upset with me.
Why?
She was like, he's talking to this girl and then he's talking to that
Oh.
girl.
Yeah, you little slut.
Face of an angel. Mhm.
She calls it like she sees it.
Yeah.
All right, it's Chris's turn now under the microscope.
Yes.
You were matched with my favorite, Maria.
I was.
And
Mhm.
how was that experience for you?
Must be love.
It was fun.
She seemed like a nice girl.
No, we got along really well.
You did seem to have a chemistry.
Yeah, we got along really well in the house. We still get along,
That's good.
and we just make each other laugh. That's what it really
Aw.
is.
That's so cute.
Like our relationships really revolved around a lot of laughter, and we joke around with each other a lot, and like nothing's ever taken to heart.
That's lovely.
So it's nice.
Aw.
So Maria's first elimination was very intense. You were spared, but there was a lot of tears.
I cried.
You
There
cried,
was
but
so
it
much
also felt like
boo-hooing.
it felt like the whole cast was crying.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
Relax.
except for China Doll over here.
Well, the thing was, like, it came out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah?
we had no idea the elimination was coming.
Oh, so it was
So-
sudden.
It wasn't like you had a chance to spend time with people that you could have thought were going home.
Yep.
But it's always weird when you're in. It was a very large house. So when you're in a house with 20 people, and then all of a sudden 4 leave, and then it was 1 or 2 nights later, another 4 left.
Right.
Wow.
1 or 2 nights later.
No, it was a bit longer than that.
No.
Was it?
The first 2 eliminations were close. It was like back to back.
Oh, wow.
So it was a little
Felt longer
overwhelming.
than
It was
me.
like, holy
Yeah.
crap! Like someone's gonna have to move out,
Oh.
and
Aw.
none of us moved out actually in our room. It was CJ first elimination. It was CJ and David, and they were both in
CJ, David.
in the same room. So,
Jasmine and
but yeah, it was emotional. I mean, when you're in that situation where you have no distractions, no phone, nothing, like
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's
emotions
hard.
get the best of you because all you do all
Yes.
day is think.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that's
Be in
our
the
thing
closet.
too. Like,
You say,
We
"Closet,
had
one more
heard
time,
that,
I'm gonna stuff you in
like,
one."
usually on these shows, like they ply the cast with alcohol, and then all of the shenanigans unfolds. But
I mean, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah, but guess
yeah, I've
what?
had more
Yes.
alcohol here than I did in the show.
Yeah, and
Oh,
and
snap.
like so I think because everybody was actually sober, you guys had a chance to bond and get to know each other as friends, as couples, and
I,
because
But you could agree with me
But-
on this one. Like, if we had a lot of alcohol,
what would have happened?
it probably would have got it would have got really messy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
sure,
I,
it
and
would
I
have
don't
got messy, of course.
What do you think?
don't-
Sloppy hookups and fights? What?
I don't think
100%.
maybe fights.
100%.
Fights?
Wow.
Oh, wow. But
Not
I could
like-
see hookups
not like
for sure.
fight-
Oh,
but-
hookups definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely hookups.
Yeah.
Sure, that's
Um,
going to happen on anything. But they need. It's not that they need to just have an open bar. Like if they just have someone giving us drinks throughout the day, like
Yeah.
even if it was 1 an hour.
Right.
Like because think about it, we just sat around the pool all day every day just
With
talking.
no alcohol.
No alcohol,
But
and then
like-
there was times where we were literally like we're just kind of like
But 2 drinks for me and Caleb, and 2 drinks for Maria.
Yes.
That's a huge difference.
That's
Good
Very
point.
true.
Good
and the
point.
worst thing about it was to give it to us at 9 p.m. So
Is
then
that
you'd have-
bedtime?
9 p.m. The second would be at like 10:30. You might be slightly getting a buzz and then go to bed.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
you're only
honestly.
getting going. Then we're
No
all
wonder
just
you two are yakking in the closet.
Exactly. We're wired at this point.
the secret stash.
Oh my gosh.
That's Phil's secret stash.
It was the secret stash.
So you said that Phoebe was your physical type in real life, but then you were matched with
I think that was the
Maria
best
as
moment
one
of
of
the whole
her
show.
matches. So like,
When he said that
Huh?
to Phoebe, I was like,
What?
he said that to Maria about Phoebe, and I was
Oh
like,
Lord.
That was in the beginning.
I was
so
like,
was it
I
like,
did say it. I said it to Maria.
yeah?
How did she take that?
she still fell in love.
She was understanding because I'm not her type.
Right.
And a lot of people
Okay.
think that she likes white guys. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's her really trusting the process
Good.
and really like kind of blinding herself.
I love her energy.
I
Yeah.
loved her. I thought she did have a nice energy.
Yeah.
But like, was it weird for you then to like get to know somebody who wasn't necessarily your type?
No, it wasn't weird at all.
Okay.
We got together. I mean, we got along together so well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
it
remember the
wasn't
makeout on the lawn.
Chemistry, baby.
It wasn't like. It wasn't weird at all. It was very smooth. It was like I said before. It was a lot of joking around. We had so much fun together.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And your bromance was, of course, one of the highlights.
Philip.
Okay, with Philip. Okay, and he described you two as a power couple. And when it was time for him to leave, there was a montage of your relationship. Did you shed a tear?
Careful, he might get upset now.
I
Again,
know.
No.
it's okay, bro. I'm here for it.
There were tears shed when
It's
Philip
so
left. You
cute.
cried when Philip left.
Yeah, I cried really hard.
You
actually.
did.
I didn't cry when I
Yeah.
left.
I did cry when you left. Go
Not
look
as
back
much,
and
Oh
see.
my
though.
God,
I'm in
you
the
guys are so
background.
sensitive. You did not shed one tear, Caleb.
I think the
No.
boys
Crying on the
cried.
inside.
The men cried more than the girls on this show.
I
No,
love
You
that.
didn't see the
Yeah?
behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
What?
But
The men
These
did
are
cry
sober
more than the girls
tears.
on that show. 100%.
Well, me and
Bar
Con- me and
Jasmine.
Connor-
I
Bar
found that
Jazz,
endearing. I
soon
found
as
that
she left,
endearing.
There was more crying from the men.
I've
Oh my
never
God.
seen
Connor.
men cry so much as I did on Cosmic Love.
It was cute.
Thank you.
one of them I had a good reason.
Yes, yes.
One of them
yes.
I had a good reason. When Phil left, it was. I really wanted him to stay because
Yeah.
we were through the whole experience together. So
Yes.
that was like 4 weeks together. You
Right.
build a bond so
Yeah.
close with someone, like not even like a love or anything like that, like a dating or
Right.
relationship.
Right.
You build like such a strong friendship. Like me and Caleb hang out, almost every weekend.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
So-
they bonded totally.
So you bond so
bromance.
quickly with someone.
Right.
You needed a good
That-
realtor. So I, had to,
Shamelessly
true.
plugging yourself, BTW.
I got him the rental.
You'll give
No,
all
he
your
did.
credentials at the
that-
end.
That's how
Oh,
he's
nice.
here.
That's how he did get me the rental.
It's a businessman,
It is a
okay? You gotta make his
businessman.
money, honey.
So when Phil left, it was like just the house got so small,
Aw.
Yeah.
and it was just the 6 of us, and I was the last single standing for the guys.
That's right.
And it's like the elements do their own thing usually.
Yes, they do.
So it's when you bond with all the singles, and now I'm the last one standing. So it's like
Yeah.
you feel very alone.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow.
Like even though I had Maria,
Yeah,
it's like I had that support function was gone.
I get that. Absolutely. All right, so for anyone listening, spoiler alert, if you haven't finished the series, pause the
Turn it
show,
off now.
come back to us later. So, Chris, you married Maria.
Aw.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, were your parents as
No.
I did see the ring on your finger. Were your parents as comfortable in real life as they appeared on the show?
Were they as comfortable?
Yeah,
In real
with
life.
you getting married.
There was a lot of scenes that were cut from
Yeah.
Okay.
when my parents came. But I would say they were shocked.
Well, sure, that's
They were
understandable.
definitely shocked.
Yeah.
They didn't think I was going to go out there and do that.
Wow. You
So,
you didn't either, I'm sure.
I mean, I think you could see it on my
You're like,
mom's
"Hey, I
face
wanna get
a
on
Oh,
little
TV."
bit.
absolutely.
My mom was a little shook.
Yeah, and who can
And
blame
then-
her?
Oh my
and
gosh.
My mom was
Absolutely.
shook and my dad was like a little,
He seemed numb almost.
but he was like, he was a little like shy because the camera's like, it's a little overwhelming.
He
when
was
you first
shy
get in
till your
there.
bachelor party.
What?
That's
He
probably
was shy
alcohol.
until your bachelor
Until
party.
my bachelor party, and then he had a few drinks in him.
And then,
Yes.
yeah,
Talking
I
about
thought he was
sex
very
and
funny at
all
your,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. But,
So they've bonded. Maria's bonded with your family.
yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Because
She's
she was
so
worried about,
cute.
like, what an in-law family, like, if they would be welcoming of her or not. And I can't imagine why they wouldn't be, because she seems delightful.
No,
Yes.
It was good.
So, Caleb, when Phoebe cut you loose, she says that you weren't emotionally mature enough for the social experiment. How do you respond to that?
I agree with her. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah?
aw.
Emotionally.
Don't agree with that.
I actually don't know what it means. I don't know why I'm agreeing with it, to be honest.
That you
Do
weren't
you want to
emotionally
retract that
mature.
statement?
Say it
Do
again
you
to me.
object that she said that you were emotionally
You weren't.
Immature.
you were not emotionally ready for this type of show. You're not emotionally mature enough. You're not ready.
No, it wasn't that. I wouldn't say that whatsoever. I was again thinking logistically. I'm like, okay, who can I actually have
Wow.
a bond with and a future with after this show?
Did you explain that to her behind the scenes?
I did. Yes, I did.
What did
Actually,
she say?
it was got on camera, but it wasn't shown.
Oh, they wanted to
When
paint you in a
after we
picture.
had the scene
Editing.
at the fire pit when she roasted me and called me the fuck boy, I said I was like, I need to have a talk with Phoebe and redeem myself.
Yes.
And that's when I also was like, okay, here was the problem is I didn't think, all I was doing was thinking logistically. I didn't really give it
Wow.
a chance. And
Maybe you should have
I
told her
how
that
I thought. What?
from the beginning. What if you had told her that from
Because
the
I
beginning?
didn't think about it. I was just
But
thinking,
things move quick.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
my honestly, if you remember the scene where we're on the couch by the pool, like past the pool,
Yeah.
and when she first said you're kind of acting like a fuck boy,
Yeah.
I took it the way I was trying to explain to her, like, yes, I like Adriana, basically kind of want to pursue Adriana. I didn't make it very clear, and in my head I thought I made it clear because I went and told Adriana, because then we went to the bonfire that night, and I said to Adriana, I was like, look, I basically told Phoebe that I'm all for you, so if you're all for me, you need to tell Connor. But I didn't have everything really clear, so that's why it all backfired on me. So then I think Adriana told Connor she'd like me and was kind of pursuing me. And then that's when I went and talked to Phoebe and she fucking let rip on me.
Wow.
But then we did have a talk after and I explained, look, I was thinking logistically, blah, blah, blah. Like, this makes sense. I would never expect you to try and move from San Diego, especially when you just moved here. And I can't move with my career. So I don't see it working, but I see us being best friends. That the type that, like, she likes music festivals and house music and stuff, and so do I, and like, she likes traveling. I can see me and her meeting in Mexico or
Yes.
somewhere. She's going to come to
Cool.
Miami to hang out, by the way, soon, she said.
Cool.
So, and I'll go to San Diego. Like, I see us getting on great like that.
Yes.
So maybe there's
Love it.
still a future.
It's in over here, not in San Diego.
Could still
Yeah.
be in the stars.
We'll see. Yeah, me and Phoebe get on great. We talk all the time. And I was just talking to her the other day, and I guess her dad called her and was like, "You talking? Like, are you friends with that guy?" And she's like, "Yeah,
Talking
I'm
to
good friends
fuckboy?
with her." Yeah.
Oh.
But no, we get on great. It's just how it was, and I didn't make. My fault was I didn't make things very clear.
Okay.
How
That's
my
fair.
intentions, so that's why it all backfired and I got all the shit. If I was very clear from the start, but also it is kind of difficult because it was like so quickly, like it was like fucking day 2 when we went on
Yeah.
the date.
Yeah, it goes quick.
Yeah.
It was like day 4 when she's calling me the fuck boy, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to say right now. It's hard. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's very hard to be like, hey, even though you're the main person of the show and it's all based around you, because by the way, we didn't know there was any main people on the show.
Oh, she was
We
cast
didn't
as
know
the
anything.
star.
We had no idea.
We had no
Well,
idea.
the four elements.
So now I'm like basically
four
telling.
we
elements.
had we had no idea there were
We
four
had no-
elements.
Oh, he got pissed when
Oh.
he found out that he wasn't the main person.
Well, you ended up
was
being the
a li-
main when you married Maria.
God.
One of the mains, I would say.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Yeah, but how
I
it
like
started off,
choices.
him and Phil lost their fucking mind when they're like, there's 4 million people that get all the special treatment, and we're the guinea pigs. We're like,
I could
second
see
class.
Phil whipping it up like that.
Oh, he was.
It didn't. It seemed like an even playing field to me a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, long story short, so everyone to know, me and Phoebe are very good friends.
Good.
I love that.
Every now and again, we get on great. We're good.
That's good.
All right. So, what was the feeling of everyone in the house when Darren and Teresa went rogue?
I cried.
You did?
Oh, when they went rogue.
When
and
they
Well,
like fell in
Phoebe was
love and they
pissed.
left.
Oh,
we had no idea they went. They
Yeah.
went.
He
Yeah.
got told that, hey, that's the girl you love and you want to be with.
Me and Darren are very close, so he actually.
Yeah,
I think
so-
I was the only one he told at first.
Wow.
What? About Phoebe? Or
No,
about,
about him and Teresa.
Teresa?
Oh, wow.
And
But did you tell Phil?
I didn't tell Phil.
Did Phil feel like
he eventually
slighted?
told
No,
Phil.
Darren told us after.
Oh.
Yeah, he eventually told Phil, and then
Somebody tell Phil.
I
That was
know,
a shock. When he
right?
told me, I was shocked. I was like,
yeah,
I
it
don't
came
even
out of
remember you
nowhere.
talking to her.
Yeah, we had no idea. that
Really?
he was
So
gonna
it was
be-
all on the DL.
That's
Very-
crazy.
Yeah, did you not see it in the show? He's like
That's-
sneaking in the
Yes.
fucking boom, boom, boom.
Well,
to sneak out. He's like,
yes, but you know, in fairness, it could have been edited to make it look sneaky. I didn't know
oh,
that
no,
it was
it
legit
was
sneaky
sneaky.
from your.
I had,
so you-
none of us had no
That's
clue.
amazing.
Wow.
Phoebe, in the same time they were in that room, Phoebe was talking to someone saying how much she liked Darren.
I do recall
And
that
then
she
there
was
was on the
into
little
him.
balcony, and she's like, "I like you," and you're like, Darren is like literally just had banged her like an hour earlier.
Oh my god.
Was that the same day?
It was the same day, yeah.
Really?
Oh, this
Yeah.
is brutal.
I don't
I think it
Oh,
was the same day. I
snap.
think it was the same day because
So they must
she
have-
said it, and Darren was kind of like,
They must have hooked up before 9 p.m.
Yeah, I guess.
They just honestly, I don't think Darren wanted to
Remain.
be Caleb. He didn't want to
Oh.
be pursued in that light.
Oh, because I got the shit from
He
day
Oh,
two.
I
So all the boys
know.
seen that and we're like, all right,
We
now
don't
we
want
know
to
how
be.
to
We're
We
like,
avoid
don't
it.
want to be the
Shit.
villain. They
Oh,
saw
yeah.
it coming.
Yes,
Oh,
but
so they were new-
the
as
villain
soon
is
as
the
I-
best role on any show.
Yes, we
Give me
want
a
more of
break.
you
Villains
on
are
TV,
juicy.
Caleb. So, did Phoebe have second thoughts about sending you home
Given that
after Darren and
I
Teresa
think 100%
departed?
because she was left with Phil and she was like, fuck.
Like what? Oh.
she was like, fuck, I should have just kept you, Caleb.
Yeah, that was a big
Oh,
mistake.
I think
100%.
so.
Did you see her face?
I did.
She's just like,
What?
are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
She's not used
I
to
gave her a
that.
hug and I was
She
kind of
and-
like
I mean,
laughing.
I
was
love-
like, good luck.
I love Phil for Chris, but I didn't love Phil for Phoebe.
No way. No way.
They just didn't vibe.
Phil calls me every single day.
Oh,
does.
love
Every
it.
day.
Aww.
Phil calls me at 4 a.m. every other fucking weekend.
Are you serious?
I'm just like,
So what
Stop.
made me laugh about your dad in the bachelor party was when they were the sex toys, and they were like saying, you were saying like, oh, this one hits the G spot and blah blah blah, and your dad, you know, his comment about your responses were some of the best responses you ever gave to any questions in your life. Like your dad had me laughing out loud.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh, I
Like-
guess you're not scared of the cameras anymore.
I
Jeez.
know.
And then he said the thing about him and my mom.
Oh, you're like,
snap.
oh, Dad,
I was like,
stop.
oh, great. Like, this is a really weird bachelor party. This is not how I
Yes.
envisioned my bachelor party going.
Like, I'm gonna have to redo
but I'm going to have
this.
to redo this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So what-
no sex toys in my bachelor party.
Was anything reshot? Like any of the scenes?
No,
Was
I
it-
mean, a lot of questions I'm getting asked on like Instagram and stuff are like, is it real? And
Mm-hmm.
it is. It was a social
Yeah.
experiment.
it's real. Like,
Especially with no alcohol.
We
like
weren't.
they-
We're
they
not
made it real.
actors. Well,
Yeah.
Right.
a few of them might have been actors.
Few of them were actors.
But we weren't told what to say or do.
Yeah.
They would.
Good.
The odd time they'd be like, "Hey, talk about astrology," and we'd be like, I didn't know fucking shit about astrology." I was like,
Do you still know fucking
No,
shit about
"Oh, I don't know
astrology?
anything about astrology."
well, it was more about like talk about what the astro chamber said.
Ah.
Okay.
No,
And
but
then-
not with us because we were never in the astro chamber.
But that's good to know that it
Oh,
was
yeah.
like a
We
natural.
weren't-
No,
but
but
the-
your
the
lives
elements.
were your fates were at the whim of the astro. Well, not the whim, but at the astro chamber's analyses of your sign.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you were directly impacted by what came out of the astro chamber.
Yeah, like I had like we got like look at readings of our chart describing ourselves. And
Did
I-
you read it?
We
Yeah,
had a reading
we had
every
to read
day.
it, yeah, every
Really?
day.
I
Were
don't
they
know why they didn't
accurate?
show it.
Were they
They were
accurate?
very. I will say they were very accurate. Like, I'm reading, going,
But it
"Holy
was
shit, that is."
it was like a
actually
little
how I am."
sketchy accurate.
Okay.
Like scary or
Sketchy accurate.
Meaning that it was accurate that you were kind of like, "Holy fuck, how does this?"
Wow.
Like,
it's
it
the
was
stars,
like-
darling.
no? Were
If
they
you're
like
going after
Easter?
someone in the house, it's like, oh, like your Libra moon is telling you that you should stay on the course.
Oh.
It's like,
Well, that could apply to
Oh, okay.
anybody.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
my
Mike
living
said. That's exactly what happened.
They're like, "Keep
The
going,
the
fuckboy."
fucking astrology, the astro chamber told me just go for Adriana, don't mind the Phoebe, and look what happened.
Oh,
They
there
set
you
me
go.
up.
Well, you didn't help yourself spooning.
The couch was very small.
Oh my
And she
gosh.
was all at the back.
So the show dubs itself as a social experiment. Did you feel like lab rats?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of all the cameras and.
Well, it's like you get a wake up call, go downstairs, mic'd up,
Yeah.
breakfast, and then like your whole day's planned.
Wow.
Well, that's production, though,
The
right?
plan was
Yeah.
go to the pool. And
Yeah,
do
but you
fucking
feel like a
nothing.
little bit of a robot at a certain
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And I
How
don't have
long-
the patience to just sit there and do nothing all
How
day,
long
every day.
did you stay in the house from start to finish?
I was there. I was filming for 2 weeks. You were what, 5?
5.
Wow.
Holy
That's
smokes.
a long time.
Yeah, I was there 5
With no
weeks.
phone and anything?
No phone, no internet,
Jeez,
no
no
Wi-Fi.
social media,
My
nothing.
God.
Wow. So, any regrets, guys?
Go for it.
You can go first.
My regrets is for the first like 2 days I wasn't myself. Like, as you know, I'd fucking talk to the wall. Like, I'm chatty and whatever. The first 2 days, like, it's crazy. You're in this surrounding with cameras and all this production, and I was just kind of like, I was observing. I was like, let me see what this is like, because it's just so new to me. Like coming from Ireland, like fucking the only reality TV show I watch is Big Brother. Like like I don't really ever watch reality
We're the same
TV.
producers too.
Huh?
We're the same producers as Big Brother.
Some of them, but there's Big Brother UK, there's Big Brother USA,
Oh, sure,
the US. There's difference, and there's Love Island UK, Love Island. So, like these are all we're talking about fucking someone on Big Brother episode or season whatever in Love Island. And I'm like, who the fuck are they? And they're like, because they all watch reality TV, I don't.
Yeah.
So I was just quiet for the first 2 days. Like one of the producers had to pull me aside, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?"
Oh, I got the same
What?
talk.
What you mean?
Yes.
She's like, "You're not
You're not
near self."
interacting.
I
You
was
were
like,
shell-shocked.
I'm just observing. So then I warmed up, but like I regret not being more myself and
Yeah.
Right
have
away.
more Irish say, like just how I talk. Like
The
that's
next
all I'm
show.
saying.
The next show.
I'm surprised actually because that I didn't know that. Number one, because you were in like a lot of the first 3 episodes. For me,
Yeah, I felt so.
I was gonna
Yes.
say the same.
He was like the
And
star
you
of
really
episode
weren't.
2.
You came in
I
hot, maybe 5.
Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
really in episode 1, 2,
Yeah.
or 3 because like for me, I really took a step back.
Except for the
Wow.
makeout.
that was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of 3.
Yeah, like even though if you think about it, Adriana was the first out, but she was all in the first 2 episodes as well, and then the trailer was all me and Adriana.
Yes.
So like we thought
started.
honestly we were gonna get very little, but
Hmm.
I guess we got it, and then sure, obviously I got the fucking villain. So
At
I
least you
heard my
got a
name
leading
too many
role. At
times.
least you got a leading role.
Yeah, but
It was I regret not just being more myself and throwing a few more Irish sayings and
I think it's normal.
spoke a bit of Irish or
Well,
something.
here's your chance. What would you say?
Cunis
Thank the
Colin,
stars.
man, yeah. Thank the stars.
Would you do it again?
I-
Another reality
I-
show?
What?
Yeah, I would.
I would.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would, and I would actually be myself because, like,
It's overwhelming.
It takes practice,
when you
right?
first
Of
go, when you
course.
first go in there and you see
Yeah.
there was probably like 250, 300 people on set every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
and
So,
it's
like,
also
Us seeing that, it's overwhelming.
Yes.
And then you have
Absolutely.
cameras in your
production crew
face
was
nonstop.
150.
No, 250.
That's a lot. You remember us when we
You-
first started this podcast? How like nerve wracking it
Oh
was
my
in the beginning, and it was
God.
just the 2 of us.
And also,
you
I
know,
was-
It
Yeah, like this is a small camera.
Yes.
Imagine one that's this big.
I would do it again.
I'd
and
love
I would
to.
Be,
It's hard.
one day, baby.
Yes,
if we
honey.
did it again, we would be so much better because I didn't know what I could say, what I could do. I
Yes.
was because
You're
you're
afraid to
married
mess
to an
up.
Irishman. We just fucking abuse each other, like like slagging each other off all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm afraid to like crack a joke with one of the girls
And
in case
offend
she's like,
somebody.
and then I'm like, oh fuck. Like,
Well,
I don't
also
know.
in the beginning there was a lot of speculation because when we got casted for the show, it was basically, you're gonna go. I forget how they said it. They were like, you're gonna go into a house with 19 other people and you're gonna be guided by astrology.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have one match, you may have multiple matches. We had no idea.
Oh
So
my
when we went in there, we're like,
You can
oh
imagine
shit,
how
we gotta
confused
find.
I was because I didn't
I
even
thought
know
it was
about
like,
astrology.
I thought it was like, are you the one? Where you like have to go find somebody
Ah.
and like see if they're a match with you.
So did Caleb, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. so when we went in there and it was like, oh no, there's 4 elements. Everyone was like, there has to be other people that are matched with other people in the house. Like singles have to be matched with each other. There was a lot of speculation going around. So I kind of just like took a step back and I was like, I want to watch this all play out a little bit.
Yes.
Very
And
nice.
That's
that's
why I
why.
was probably observing as well because I
Yeah.
didn't know what. So I was
Yeah, we didn't know what
quiet.
was going on.
Okay.
Got it.
So that's why like first 2 episodes, like you don't really see me. I was way back.
But it made for interesting TV the way they didn't reveal everything to you guys. I think it unfolded in a captivating and
It
engaging
really did.
manner.
It
Yeah.
made for so much drama in the first elimination. Even
Yeah.
the second elimination was a little emotional, although
Yeah.
not as emotional as that first one.
Definitely wanted to be a bit funnier.
The third,
You know when you're talking by yourself.
Yeah.
I had so much things I wanted to say, but
Aw.
I didn't know
Next
because I
show,
didn't know
Caleb.
like
So would you do this again?
He said
I
yes.
would do it again. Yeah, yeah, I would do it again. Yeah, I
Chris,
would.
you would
would
go
be
on
good.
reality TV
Get
again?
married? Fuck no.
Oh,
Phil got approached.
never know.
I think Phil got approached for a show.
Oh,
Or
we
he
got
fou-
scooped.
you're getting
or-
offers.
or he
Don't
found
worry.
a show. It was like 2 best friends or something.
Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
Are you gonna be his best friend on it?
gosh.
He wanted me to.
I could see Phil on Naked and
We're under
Afraid.
contract. so-
Literally.
Yes.
Yes. yes.
Afraid,
Love
yeah.
it.
Hey, Juice, if you're watching, get Phil and Naked and Afraid. What was he afraid of? Was there
Cameras.
He
What?
was?
But he, okay, I guess he
Oh,
was
wow,
conquering
well.
his fears.
Yeah, you did conquer his fears.
Yeah.
So what was your, like, what were you thinking when you're, like, at your wedding to Maria?
I was like,
He wasn't thinking he was crying.
no, I wasn't.
No,
crying.
you didn't cry.
No,
you
the
didn't
wedding,
cry.
I didn't cry.
No, you didn't.
For me, I cry when there's an ending to something,
Aw.
like death.
You're going to cry when this episode's over?
Oh.
No,
I'll cry with you.
no, like if you make an emotional connection to something, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
an
it's a
ending to
cut.
it.
Yeah.
it's like, oh crap, I'm not gonna see these people again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna lose touch with them. Like after college, cried.
Oh yeah,
course,
we
yeah.
all did.
Any
Yeah.
death,
Oh, I think
cried.
we all-
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Other
Big
than
cry.
that, like breakups, I don't cry.
You're like,
Yeah,
bye,
'cause
I
you're
don't,
like,
I don't know
bye.
why. I just don't cry on breakups.
Bye,
or,
Felicia.
I don't
When
know.
you're done, you're done.
Yes.
But my wedding, I was like, holy crap. Like,
Aw.
this is no joke.
Right.
But then I walked down the aisle and then I actually, after the wedding, I asked the Astro twins because they were there. And my parents were asking them, oh, how are we a match and everything. like
Yeah.
that. So I said, how are like me and Phil a match?
Oh my God.
And they actually said that we were
Yes.
brothers in a past life based on our charts.
I
Oh
love
my
this.
God, that is so
Aw.
cute. We need to get the
So we're-
Astro twins on the show.
We're trying to get the Astro twins to do like a little write up for me and Phil.
Cute.
That's
now, so-
adorable. Well, that
Love
makes
it.
so much sense then.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was.
And I cried when you read the poem for your grandfather.
Aw,
I cried with you,
that was
just so you
sweet.
know.
Appreciate it.
It's
Yes.
very emotional.
So in the end, the horoscopes won over the hormones in this experiment.
That's all for this week, guys. Thank you to our handsome guests, Kayla
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Chris Ragusa. We really appreciate you both being here today.
Thanks for having us.
Tell our bougie crew where they can find you. Start with Chris.
Well, you know who the bougiest. So you can find me on Instagram, Chris Ragusa, with 2 A's at the end.
Hey, and if you need a good realtor, give me a call. The Black Irish Realtor on Instagram.
Awesome.
Savage.
And thank you also to Amazon Prime Studios. We appreciate you guys being here.
Yes.
It's been
So-
fun. It's hot in here, though.
It is hot.
Hey. Anyway, you guys, that's all we got. So give the gift of crazy and share this ish with your favorite bish.
Follow us on your favorite platform to never miss an episode.
Follow us on IG at crazyrichneighbors.com or on Facebook at CRN Podcast.
And you can always email us at info@crazyrichneighbors.com.
And just remember, if you have to ask who your crazy neighbor is,
It's probably you. Bye, Bougie Crew. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.